Hello, good afternoon everyone. How are you today? Great, I'm well too, thank you. Okay, before I start the lesson today's, it will be better when we are prayed together. Who is the class lead here? Oh, Dharma. Okay, Dharma, let's leading us to pray together. Okay, thank you, Dharma. Oh, I think today's noon. I think you are just a bit tired, maybe. I will give you just a little bit ice breaking. Let's we dance and also sing together about the song. The title is Sad Song. Okay, let's do it.
Up and down and shake, shake, shake. Up and down and shake, shake, shake. Shake to the right, shake to the left. Turn around and shake, shake, shake. Up and down and dance, dance, dance. Up and down and dance, dance, dance. Dance to the right, dance to the left. Turn around and dance, dance, dance. Up and down and play, play, play. Up and down and play, play, play. Play to the right, play to the left. Turn around and play, play, play. Up and down and jump, jump, jump. Up and down and jump, jump, jump. Jump to the right, jump to the left. Turn around and jump, jump, jump. Up and down and run, run, run. Up and down and run, run, run. Run to the right, run to the left. Turn around and run, run, run.
Okay, thank you. Give applause for us. Okay, I will continue today's lesson about the materi. Today's materi is about the narrative text. Have any of you ever read or seen a narrative text maybe? Okay, Sila. What is narrative text? Okay, thank you. Anyone maybe? What is the narrative text? Yeah, Dharma. Okay, thank you, Dharma. Okay, before I explain about what is narrative text, I will show you a video and please enjoy, see and also focus about this video because this video is related with our lesson today is about narrative text. So for all of you guys, happy watching!
Hi, it's Komang Tony Slamat. Today is an English class. Are you ready to join the class? Narrative text is the text which tells something. In other words, narrative text created by someone for telling the story. It is including into fiction story. The purpose of narrative text is to amuse or to entertain the readers and the listeners. These are the generic structure of narrative text: orientation, evaluation, complication, resolution, and reorientation. This is the example of narrative. Let's watch it.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, lived a beautiful princess. Her skin was white as snow, her lips were red as roses, and her hair was black like the night. Her name was Snow White. Snow White had a beautiful but proud stepmother who was a witch. Every day she stood in front of a magic mirror and asked, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of us all?" The mirror used to answer, "You are, O Queen." However, one day the mirror replied, "You're beautiful, but Snow White is the fairest of them all." The jealous queen was so angry that she ordered Snow White to be taken to the forest and killed. But the guard took pity on Snow White and instead left her deep in the forest. Snow White wandered through the forest alone till she finally saw a strange house in the middle of the woods. The house belonged to 7 dwarfs. The kind dwarfs heard a sad story and said, "You can live with us, Snow White." "Oh, thank you," she said. "I can take care of you." So every day, when the dwarfs went off into the forest to work, Snow White stayed back. In the meantime, the wicked stepmother eagerly asked a mirror the question, but the mirror again answered, "You are still fair, but none to Snow White can compare. Deep within the forest glen, there she stays with 7 little men." The furious queen decided to go to the forest and kill Snow White. She disguised herself as an old woman selling apples, filled a basket with poisoned apples, and went to the dwarf's house. She knocked on the door.
"Good morning," she said in a hoarse voice. "Do buy some of these wonderful apples. They're very sweet and tasty."
Snow White was scared to open the door to strangers, but the woman pleaded. She said,
"Look how big and round and red they are. They are delicious."
Snow White couldn't resist. She took an apple, but the minute she bit into the poisonous apple, she fell to the ground. The evil queen ran away laughing wickedly. When the dwarfs returned, they were shocked to see Snow White lying like she was dead. They put her in a glass case and sadly sat around her. Just then a prince rode by. He saw the beautiful Snow White in the case and fell in love with her. He leaned over and kissed her. At that moment, the evil witch's magic spell was broken and Snow White awoke. The dwarfs were overjoyed and danced in glee. The prince and Snow White were married and they lived happily ever after.
Thanks for joining my English class.
Okay, thank you so much. What did you learn about the video before? Yeah, that's great. Okay, the definition of the narrative text is the kind of text in the English that tell a story that has a series of connected chronological events. The purpose of this text narrative is to entertain the reader with a story and or stories. So a narrative text has many types. This is many types of narrative text, that is fairy tale stories, mystery, fantasy, science fiction, romance, horror, fable, mythic and legends, history, slice of life, and personal experience, and another might be. So one thing that you should learn in narrative text, that is about the structure of narrative text. I think in that video you have watched and also see kind of the narrative text structure. The structure of narrative text focus on a series of steps produced to build a narrative text itself. In general, there are 4 in narrative text. In general, there are 4 stages in narrative text, namely orientation, complications, resolutions, and reorientation. What is orientation? Orientation is commonly referred to introduce content information about who, when, and where a story is set. Complications is tell the story is beginning of the problem that caused the peak of the problems or the usual one. This is called climax. This section usually envelops the main character of the story. Resolution. This part is the end of the story or solution to the problem to occurred. Problem can be solved for better or worse, which will make the story have a happy ending or vice versa. The last section is the closing of the story is optional. Reorientation can contain moral lessons, suggestions, or teachings from the author. Okay, that is about explanation of narrative text. Okay, that's all explanation about the narrative text. Do you have any question maybe? Okay, if not, before I finish this class, I will give you the assignment. The assignment is to make a group. Every group consists 6 people. So in this class is 30. So we have 5 groups. Each group is 5 people. I'm sorry, each group is 6 people. Okay, please take a note. The assignment is looking at some story of a narrative text. So, who if be the group 1 is get a fairy story, group 2 get a fable, group 3 has a personal experiences, group 4 has a history, group 5 romance. So every group has to get the story about each type of narrative text. Every group has to make the paper and also the slide PPT. The paper contains cover and the story that you get and the search. And the PPT that you make, you have to make the presentation in front of the class and has a discussion after that. Any question maybe for the assignment? Okay, thank you. If not, I will end today's class. If you have any question when you make the assignment, please contact me in the group WhatsApp. So thank you so much for your attention and the participation. See you next week. Have a nice day. Bye bye.